Okay. Uh, as I said, our session today will be speaking, but it's a, a speaking class. I'm not testing any of you, and none of you is going to do a complete speaking test with me now. This is not what we do before the final exams. Okay, before the final exams, you have one-to-one sessions, speaking sessions with me and my assistants. So you go through different tests until you reach the final official IG test. But what we are going to do today is training. Part of this training is to repeat and remind you the sections of the exam, and this, the speaking exam, of course, and this will not take us maximum 10 minutes or 5 minutes, maybe. Then we will go through different questions and we will see how we can improve our speaking, how we can expand our points to get better marks. And never think or try to memorize anything for the speaking exam. Because once you memorize, even if you were the luckiest person on earth and they asked you the question, you have memorized. When you speak something you memorized, you don't sound natural. You sound like someone, okay, I'll just give you an easy example. If you read Al-Fatiha, if you recite Al-Fatiha, is it like when you speak to someone, you will be reciting? So you will not get the mark you are aspiring to get. So please, yes, practice. And my advice to you is to practice with anybody. You can practice with yourself in front of your mirror at home. Ask yourself the questions and the answer while answering, record in your mobile, and then listen to yourself and see how good you were or how you may be better. This is important in any speaking. Our speaking session today depends mainly on your participation. The best one who will get the benefit of this class is the one who tries to speak. But remember, the first time someone will speak, we will give for one question more than one person. If you want to repeat the same things that your classmate said, repeat, no problem for me. The most important thing is to speak fluently and with confidence. When you are confident, you can get the highest marks in speaking. Remember very well that our speaking is recorded and every word you say is important. And remember one very important thing, that we are not seeking information from you. If you said that you live in a house of 3 floors, and then while speaking, you remember that your house is 4 floors, don't panic. Don't think you killed yourself at all. Continue and speak, things are still fine. Because we will not go and check your house is 3 floors or 4 floors. No problem. And remember, never say anything without explanation or reason or support. How come? Let's see. Quickly, we go over the parts of the speaking test. Okay. As you see, okay, yes. This is how your speaking will be assessed. Okay, this is the whole thing. Reading 25%, writing 25%, and listening 25%, speaking 25%. So speaking takes the same part or like the same portion like any other skill. So pay attention to it. Yes, Asir, you have a question?
Yes, Mr.
Yes, your question, please.
Well, like, will they like give us speaking sessions one to one in the Cambridge exam, like checkpoints or mock exams, like that?
This is up to school. I will, with me here, I'll give you mock speaking exams. Some schools give mock speaking exams, others don't. But with me here, I'll give you speaking mock exams. Don't worry. Whether the
Okay.
school give you
Thank
mock
you.
exams or not, you will have at least 4 or 5 sessions. Don't worry. Before the
Okay.
exam, I cancel every work I have and I dedicate myself, as I'm just saying. I say speaking, yes, it takes short time, but it's 25 minutes. Sorry, it's 25 marks. So speaking 25 marks, like listening, like reading, like writing. So these are easy 25 marks. If you pay attention and you train well, things will be fine with you. Okay? Any questions
So
before I move? Yes.
it's like 3 marks.
Yes. But still pay attention with me to say how to knock down and get that 25 marks because it needs some tactics. Let's see. Speaking, how long it is? 10 to 15 minutes. Ya Allah. I'm speaking to a person from 10 to 15 minutes and I get 25% of my mark of my report. Yes, it's a good chance. But these 25%, 40 marks, how they are divided? Let's see how they are divided. Okay. By the way, the teacher who tests you in the school is the one who puts your mark. Later, Cambridge checks his mark and support or repels it, but still it goes. Yani usually the teacher's mark is the mark you will get. The one who will meet you in the test center and you have the speaking test with you is the one who will give you the mark. So be nice and keep eye contact with them because eye contact reveals high level of confidence. Now, the speaking, 40 marks. Look, grammar, 10 marks. What grammar in speaking, teacher? I'll show you now. You understand now, Asser? There are marks for grammar. Grammar in speaking, yes. Now, vocabulary in speaking, again. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And then we have how you develop your ideas. And I'll show you now 10 minutes for how. Then the next one is 10 marks for pronunciation, how you pronounce your words. You pronounce them. You don't need to have an accent. Still, you can go without an accent and you can get the full mark without an accent. But the point is, are you pronouncing the words correctly or not correctly? Okay, some people think it is the accent. Never, it's not the accent. Now, description of the speaking test. How many parts are there? First of all, we have the introduction. The introduction is just 1 minute. You don't do anything in it. The teacher reads your credentials and the credentials for the test center and his. Just says your name and his name, the test number, and so on. Can you see the ones written under this table? Can you see center number XY777?
Yes.
Yes, like this.
Yes.
The teacher will open the microphone and be careful. The teacher will be doing many things. Don't worry. He's recording and just taking care of his stuff. Test center XY777. Center name ABCYZ center. Examination 0510. This is your English code. English as a second language. Examiner name, Mr. Samah Badawi, for example. Date, he will give the name, 1st of April, 2024, for example. Candidate number, this is your number, he will say it. Candidate name, he will say Asir or Ahmed or Taif or Mustafa or whoever. Nice? So far, everything is good?
Yes, Mister.
Any questions?
No.
Directly, we move
No,
to
Mister.
No.
now we go to the warm up. The warming up is part of the session of the exam, which is very important, despite the fact it doesn't take any marks. It's not assessed. But do you think that a student who shows confidence from the very beginning is expected not to do well during the rest of the exam? You will do great. Everything will be fine. But the most important thing, we all know that warm up doesn't take marks, is not assessed. But I want you in this part to be careful. because your answer to the examiner's question will help him to know your areas of strength and your areas of weakness. If he feel that you are good at sports, at movies, do you think he will ask you about movies and sports or no? What do you think?
No, Mr.
No, wallahi, he will ask you about the good things. We are directed to this. I ask you the warm-up question. So you say, most of the time, I speak with my colleagues about fashion. How? Tell me about your family. When we are together in front, in the living room, we always discuss things related to fashion. He will go with you. Why? Because the examiner's job is to help you, not to knock you down. You get me?
Yes.
Everybody, can you understand me? Taif,
Yes.
Muhammad, and everybody. Always try to lead the examiner in the warming up. Okay? Speak about yourself or your family. We are a family which is dedicated to sports. So he will go and may give you a card about sports and so on. So please try to use every single chance to get a mark, to leave a good impression on the teacher. This will help you. The second point is the interview, and the interview we start here, the exam and the assessment. And this one is 2 to 3 minutes. Be careful. And answer the questions properly with details and confidence. Any questions?
No, Mr.
This is the first
No.
assessed part.
No,
Yes.
sir.
Now, part 2.
No,
Okay.
Mr.
I'm sorry, Ahmad, are you speaking?
No question, Mr.
Is my voice lagging, gentlemen?
No, Mr.
You
No.
can hear me clearly?
No.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Yes.
طيب. I should say gentlemen and طيب. Okay. طيب. Now, when I say part 2 is the short talk. This part is 3 to 4 minutes. And these 3 to 4 minutes include 1 minute for preparation. What happens in this section or in part 2 of the test? Actually, this is the part where he gives you the card. Okay? And you will look at the card and think what you will say, because you will speak for 2 or 3 minutes. Speak for 2 or 3 minutes about the card. Okay? The most important thing here, you can keep the card until the end, but you are not allowed to write anything. Yani you keep the card, but don't write anything. So the first part is interview. The second part is short talk about a card. And now we go to part 3 and the last assessed part. He goes you deeper with some questions. Now the examiner nearly decided what mark he will give you. And he gives you deeper questions. And in these questions, you are expected, to give more details and show your abilities better. This is part 3. Type. Now, let's start practicing. Again, how many parts are there in the test? Who can answer me?
I think 5 or 6.
You think 5 or 6? Anybody else?
4
Three,
to 5.
What?
3
3 parts, 4 parts, 5 parts. Anyone wants to add?
4.
4. Actually, Habibi, let's agree on this. Actually, we have, as I said, the test has 5 parts. طيب, how come, teacher? Why you say it has 5 parts? It's not like this. I tell you. Number 1, we have the intro. Right or wrong?
Right.
طيب, this one I told you the examiner just gives the test number and your number and name and his name and number and so on. صح? This is part one. You have nothing to do with this part. And he starts the recording. You have nothing to do with this part. Clear or not clear?
Clear.
Now we go to the second part. The second part is the warm-up. This is important or not important? Very important.
You tell him your weaknesses and your
Strengths.
Yeah.
Strengths. Actually, forget about weaknesses. I'll highlight my interests. This is in a better way. I will highlight my strengths because no chance. The whole thing is 2 minutes. You can't go and, of course, you will not tell him, I'm not that much interested in sports. No, tell him I love reading. Tell him football is my my passion. Okay, I'll come to it now. I'll come to the example now. But mainly highlight your points of interest. Forget about your weaknesses. Don't mention it. I said it at the beginning, and now I say better to highlight your interests. Clear enough? طيب.
Yes.
The warm-up is assessed or not assessed?
Assist.
لا والله.
Assess.
Not assessed. You don't get any marks for the warm-up. I said it is very important, but you don't take any marks for it. Now, let's move to the start of assessment. And again, warm-up is important. You give your first impression. First impressions in life are important or not important?
Very important.
Thank you, As. They are very important. Saif, how do you find first impressions? Are they important or not, Jabir?
Yeah,
Very
they're
important.
super
They are very
important.
important. Don't say, this is the warm-up, I will not speak much. La, please use every single second since your foot steps in the test room. Smile to the examiner. Keep eye contact with him or her. Use your hands and your body language. All this shows confidence. All these points give you confidence and gives you marks and fluency, of course. Okay. Now, after the warm-up, we go to the interview. The interview is important, and he asks you some questions. Okay, it's assessed. Then we go to section. Now, how many sections we are now? We give 3. 2 not assessed. One of them you have nothing to do with. The second one is very important, but not assessed. The third one, assessed interview. Interview. And now we come to the card. The card section is very important. And remember, it is challenging. Why it is a challenging, teacher? Because we are not used to speak for 1 or 2 minutes without anybody asking us any questions. Are you? Is there anyone here who just starts speaking for 2 or 3 minutes without interruption, without any questions? Are you used to this?
Sometimes yes, sometimes not.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay, that's nice. If you are used to this, it's great. If you are not used to this, please start practicing. So, inshallah, you hit the target and you get the marks. Thank you, Asir, for trying to speak all the time and to take part in class. I want to hear Jabir, Muhammad Al-Wasiq, Ahmed Al-Fatah, Taif, everybody, Ahmed, Mustafa, everybody. Open your mic and speak with us. I have here the name Noor. Is it a parent or a student? The name
It's a
is
student.
what? A student?
Yes.
You are Hur?
Yes, Hur.
You are most welcome, Hur. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How
Alhamdulillah.
about you?
My honor, but I didn't know that you will be here with me in class today. You are most welcome, Bob. Now, let's go and see. Oh, Hur made me skip one part. Okay, back again to my line. I said the card, and the card is very important. We will know how to do the best thing with the card. And here we have one who is really, really excellent at this part. This guy, I don't want to mention his name, عشان not to make him feel shy or something. So I will not say that Muhammad Al-Fatah gives excellent talks in his speech about the card, but I will not say that. Okay, Muhammad Al-Fatih?
Yes, sir.
How is your speaking?
No, it will still be on the 12th of February, on Wednesday.
Inshallah, you will hit a full mark, inshallah, Muhammad. Now we will go to the third part, or the third assist part. Actually, it's fifth part. It is the fifth part, and it is the third assist part. The last thing. You are saying goodbye to your examiner. Okay, now let's go and have a look at one speaking exam, and I'll take you to the environment questions as well to speak about them if we have the chance. Now, I'll take you to the third. Yes, just a second. Now we will start with a question like the warm-up. Okay, I'll just ask the question and I want you to, everyone can try to answer. I'll ask, can you tell me about the neighborhood you live in? Anybody wants to try?
Mister, can I?
Answer, go.
My neighborhood is a nice place. I always feel safe in my neighborhood as there are many friends in it. Also, every morning I take out my bike so I can run with it a little and ride it, meet my friends.
Okay.
Sometimes,
what do you usually do with your friends?
sometimes I play with them with my bike or I play football, like that.
Okay.
Or tag.
Okay. For entertainment, what do you usually do in your neighborhood?
For entertainment, sometimes we goof off, we sit on a sidewalk, start laughing and everything. Or we play sports. Maybe.
Okay. Thank you, Asir. Who wants to try?
Sir, can I?
The same three questions. Taif, okay. Can you tell me about your neighborhood?
Okay, sir. My neighborhood is in a very convenient place as my mother works there, as well as all my friends from school are there. So I get to be close to my parents' work. So it's very convenient for my mother, as well as I can have fun with the people and study with them.
What do you usually do for entertainment in your neighborhood?
Well, there's this small park. Well, it has quite a few games, but they're kind of like crusted now. So we mostly go around talking, and I have older friends who drive cars around the housing, so we sometimes take rides.
Okay, that's fine. Now, if I ask a third person about the neighborhood, anybody wants to try? Can you tell me about your neighborhood?
Mister, can I?
Okay, Ahmed, go. Welcome.
Mister, can you repeat your question? Because my internet.
Can you please tell me about the neighborhood where you live?
Okay, Mister. We live in a big city that it is very safe, and we have also a good neighborhood, and also at the entertainment we visit our neighborhood and
What do you do for
discuss with them
entertainment in your neighborhood, Ahmed? What do you do for entertainment in your neighborhood?
We do for entertainment, we do like we go to the park and enjoy the natural resources of the garden, and
Okay, be
my
careful,
parents.
Ahmed. You said
all
we
things
enjoy
or
the
neighbor.
natural resources of the garden. What
Yes,
natural resources
okay.
are in the garden?
Like, like fresh air.
Okay, but when we speak about natural resources, we expected something. You can speak. We enjoy the natural atmosphere, the natural blessings of the garden. It goes like this, but not the natural resources. Okay.
Okay, mister.
Okay. Type. Till now, it was the warming up. If you notice, some of you used more sophisticated words than others. That's fine. Some of you used or spoke more smoothly than others. Nice. We learn from each other. And of course, we focus on what? We focus on fluency and picking the right words. For example, when you speak, please, yes, go spontaneously, speak fluently, but try to say something. Yani, I liked when Tif said in a convenient neighborhood. The word convenient, okay, is a nice one. I wish some one of you said the neighborhood I live in enjoys lots of very advanced facilities. Okay, we
Or
are
you can say, Mister,
what?
can I say something, please?
Come on.
Or you can say perks.
Yes, you can say that. And also, you can speak about a mall in your neighborhood if you can speak well about malls. Okay. You can say, because I told you, you can lead the examiner to ask you about something. You say, I wish, and now I'm trying to create something so I take marks for the grammar. I wish we had a a mall in my neighborhood. I wish we had a bigger park with more facilities and some equipment for practicing. And okay, answer your question.
Will he give will the teacher or the examiner will he give us time so we can speak or
The
like
time is
think?
very concise, and he has 3 questions for every section. Answer. But if you went spontaneously and he stopped you, that's great. Okay? You prepare yourself, you put in your brain that you want to say something like wish. Wish is advanced grammar because it's followed by the past simple. Okay? And you speak with comparative and superlative adjectives. I want to take marks for grammar. How or where should I show him my grammar? Of course, some people lose marks for grammar because they don't use the right thing. For example, someone says, there is a lot of nice things in my neighborhood. There is things. Does it go this way? It never goes this way. When you use the word there, is, or are, please try to think what you will say after that. You will speak about something plural, there are. You will speak about something singular, there is. And these small things take marks from you. It eats your marks. And if you have the chance, try, and we will go. You can use not only, but also. Yes, my neighborhood is not only a peaceful one, but also it's cosmopolitan, as it has a wide variety of people from all around the globe. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Please take notes on this. Yani, now, while you are listening to me, write notes. Use wish. Use not only, but also. Okay? Now, after this, the examiner goes to the interview. And now I listened in the first section to Ahmad, Tif, and As. I want more people to take parts with me in the second part. And if Ahmad, Tif, and Asir, nobody raised, I'll give the chance to Ahmad, Tif, and Asir again. But be careful if you don't speak here. Take part. This will make you better. And even you can watch this video after class and you say, yes, I was good. I was better than Mr. Sameh. Mr. Sameh was better than me. Why? How can I improve myself? Or I take something that Taif said and I say it to myself and I try to use it. I like something that Asr said and I use it. I like something from Ahmed and I use it. Why not? That is studying, doing and doing and redoing again. This is important. Now, we go to the interview section. I will not read the instructions now because time is running, mashallah, flying. Okay. Now, I'll speak about, okay, school. Who can tell me about his school? No hands raised.
Mr. Can I?
Ahmed, give yourself a chance to think. Please make your brain work on the idea. Do you think they can't? They are thinking to produce something special. Give yourself a chance. Think, what will you say about your school? What will you be talking about in your school? You will speak about the most important thing in your school, the weak points in your school, what you like about your school, what you don't like about your school, the best facility available in your school, why you are going to this school. You see, many things are there to be said. And I'm listening. There's too much time for thinking. Muhammad Al-Fatih, where are you?
Yes, Mr. Just give me 1 minute.
Muhammad Al-Fatih, please listen to Muhammad Al-Wasiq speaking about his school. Muhammad Al-Wasiq,
Yes, Mr.
tell me about your school.
Okay. Actually, firstly, my school is very big and enormous, where you can find very serene people and they are very peaceful and very you can appreciate them. But the thing that I don't like with the school is is that the school has many people and has many yeah. Mister, can I take a little bit time? I didn't prepare
Take more
for that
time.
one.
Muhammad Al-Fatih, speak.
Yes, Mr.
I'm listening.
I actually attend the school of Acumen British International School. Before joining the school, I've actually heard a lot about it. And when I visited it for the first time to take my examination, I fell in love with how the campus looked and how enormous the football field was, which was one of my biggest concerns because I'm someone who mainly depends on football as a hobby and as a way to enjoy their time. So finding that size of a football field in my school was a huge win for me. And the school, if we talk about the academics of the school, I actually find it one of the most successful schools, especially in the IGCSE,
Muhammad, enough.
syllabus.
Okay. Actually, the examiner will never give Muhammad all this time to speak. But why I give him this time now? Because we are training, we are studying. So the more you study here, inshallah, the better you will do in the actual exam. Jabir, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, Mr.
I hope you are homeschooling, Jabir. Are you?
No.
You are not. Type. Speak to me about your school.
Mister, can you give me 1 minute?
I give you 10 minutes. Hoor, how are you?
Hello, Mister.
Can you speak about your school?
Honestly, I'm homeschooled, so there's not much to speak about. It's pretty much very boring. You can't get to make friends as well.
I'm listening.
Um, it's just basic to be honest, and not interesting at all. You just sit with your laptop the whole entire day. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Hoor. Actually, Hoor, I was looking for her. Wallahi, I don't remember that I knew she is homeschooling or no. But as you see, I expected that Jabir is homeschooling, and that's why I asked her. But Hoor, she played an excellent role. She said, I'm homeschooling. but she didn't stop. She didn't go and say, actually, I don't go to school, and stop. No, she went and explained. We don't care whether you are in school or no, but she went and spoke about her homeschooling and how interesting or boring it is, and she went. And this is grateful. Even if the guy asked you about movies and cinemas while you are not interested in movies or cinemas, go and speak about them. Say why you don't like them, why you are not interested in them. Okay? But don't stop talking. This is important. Thank you. And I think Taif is angry with me. Why, Taif, you put your hand down?
No, I didn't want to make you feel pressured because
No,
I raised
go.
it for too long.
Push me to the wall. Go.
I'll start. Okay,
I
so
said go. Yeah.
school is said to be a second home, and I totally agree with that. As both homes and school raise achievers, it may be pressureful, but it takes pressure to make diamonds. My school is an interesting place for solving complexities as it extends your friendship zone, and it also makes you deal with different aspects in life, whether sentimental aspects or ones that are logical. I also tend to learn a lot of things there, and I learn respect from the different teachers I meet there.
I do thank you for the excellent answer. Ask any questions before I move? Any questions? Type. Now I'll go to the card. Okay, of course, expect a question about your favorite subject. And when I speak about my favorite subject, I must mention things like the name of the subject, why I love it. You can mention something about your history in this subject and your marks you get in this subject. You can mention something about the teachers who taught you this subject throughout your life in school. And if there is something special relates this subject to your chosen career, you can do that. You can say, I love biology because I'm interested in medicine. I'm going to study medicine at university, and it's very related to my chosen career, so it will help me. Okay, you can do that. Type. Now we will go to the card section, which is the second assist part. These two ones, we did them before, and you can watch the video on Google Classroom at any time for A and B. And by the way, the videos for speaking on Google Classroom are very rich. And yeah, and your friends give excellent examples. So watch them. And after you watch, do the exam yourself. Yani stop after I say the question, stop it and try to answer it yourself rather than any other student. Type. Now you have 1 minute to look at this card. Then I'll pick a name to speak about this. I'll just pick a name. Everybody, 1 minute from now. Excuse me. Sorry for this inconvenience, but we resume our work. And now, I'll pick a name and ask him to speak, okay? Now you had the chance to look at the card, and you should have prepared yourselves. It's a common point, and the whole thing should be clear in your mind now. I'll start with, I'll leave you Amr a while because you came late, but I'll ask for this one. I'll ask طيف, since it's at the cinema, طيف will be the best to speak about it. طيف, go.
Okay, sir.
Just
I
1
feel
minute because I need to
like
start
going to
my
a cinema
1 minute. 1 minute. I need to start my
Okay.
timer so I see how many seconds you spoke. Now start.
When going to a cinema, there is like a large screen, so it's better for your eyes. Though it can be sometimes a bit crowded and there can be a lot of noise pollution, which can cause discomfort and cannot make you concentrate in the movie. Watching on your laptop can help you be in your comfort zone, and you have a wide variety of different genres that you can choose from. You can also invite as many people as you want. Sometimes when going to a cinema, it's a bit limited. Though in your laptop, it's also like it's not much of an asset as the screen is very small. You're not getting the whole experience. But if I had to choose one, I would prefer going to a cinema as you would go there and enjoy the whole breathtaking experience. You can actually sometimes feel like you are taking part in the movie, whereas on your phone or laptop, it's something you do every day, so it's not special. And also going to a cinema can be more fun if you want to enjoy your time with people who are close to you. I feel like on your laptop or on your phone, you are a bit limited as sometimes you may have the internet disconnections, but also in cinemas, like you're also limited with the snacks. You cannot bring your own snacks.
Okay. Thank you, Taif. You spoke for 1 minute and 22 seconds, which is great actually, but we want some, next time to be longer. Thank you, Taif. Your speech was great. And for the rest of you, if you start with, because you need an extended speech, you need a long talk, you can spend by giving a general sentence about films and the movies in general. What do they mean to you? What is the importance of movies and films? And then go a little bit into the details. Exactly like what? Like in writing. I always tell you to take a step back and start. Now, a new film is coming out, and there are two options for watching it: in a cinema, online, or online on your phone or laptop. Now, before you go to the two choices, whether in a cinema or online, please give a general introduction about films and movies and how important they are in everyone's life, what they do. Okay, you can also speak about the genre of films you love, especially horror movies, especially documentaries, especially, give this introduction. It may take 20 seconds, and this will support in general. And remember, again, it is how we build up our speech with a nice introduction of 1 or 2 sentences, but don't go deep. Don't take 1 minute speaking about movies in your life. No. Just 1 or 2 sentences about movies in general, and then directly go, when I have the chance to choose, or if I have the option, whether to or go and speak. The second speaker will be, I think, Muhammad Al-Wasaq. Are you ready?
Yes, Mr. I'm ready.
Go. 1 minute. I start with you.
Actually, I prefer going to the cinema because there are many different species of the films and scenes, and actually you can get within your friends and partners and get more enjoyable, and you will get more enjoying in it, where they are very calm and peaceful movies and very kind and very many species of films. Moreover, you can get many friends uh, and you can get more used to it. Whereas you can go to shop and you can buy some, for example, popcorns, and you can get more sufficient scenes and the 4K screens. as well.
Okay. Actually, Muhammad Al-Wathiq, you spoke for 1 minute, which is very good, but not long enough. So you may be surprised to see the examiner giving you some hints to speak more, or using some gestures to make you speak more. Don't worry and try to speak more, try to give more details about your point. And please try not to repeat yourself in speaking. Don't repeat and, okay, and so on. But in general, your speaking was very impressive. I love the way you spoke, and your performance was nice. It needs just something to be added and some touches. Everything will be